Today I'm going to be talking you through how to make a diamond in a square block, and for this you will need one main square and 4 squares that are for your corners. The first thing we are going to do is take these 4 corner squares, turn them over so that they are wrong sides facing up, and draw a diagonal line from corner to corner on the back of all of them. Once that is done, you are going to lay one square right sides together in the top left hand corner, and you can pin or clip that in place. We want to make sure that the raw edges align all the way around, and the line that you've drawn is going from that side to that side of the main square underneath. We're then going to lay another one in the bottom right corner. Again, right sides together and aligning these raw edges, and you want your line to go from there to there. We're then going to take this over to the sewing machine and sew along these lines here. To get an exact stitch, you can sew just inside the line towards this side here, which will be our seam allowance, so towards these outer edges here. When that's sewn, it will look like this, and you can see I've just stitched just to the side of this corner here. And what we're going to do is trim down this excess to 1/4 inch past the stitched seam. So I'm going to line up my 1/4 inch line here with the seam I've just sewn and trim away this excess. Do the same for the other side. We can discard those. Then we're going to take that over and give that a press. Once that's pressed, it will look like this. I've pressed mine to the side, but you can press yours open if you wish. We're then going to do the same thing, but for the opposite corners. So right sides together, aligning the raw edges. We're going to lay that in that corner, and that is meant to overlap, so don't worry about that. And we'll do the same for this bottom corner, making sure the lines go in that direction. Everything's tucked up nicely in the corner. You can clip or pin in place, and then just as before, sew along those lines or ever so slightly into these corners here, which will be our seam allowance. And this is what it will look like when you have sewn those on. And again, we're going to trim this part down to 1/4 inch beyond that line. So I'm just going to line that 1/4 inch mark up with the line I've just sewn. Trim away the excess, we don't need that. And again, the same for this side. Then I'm going to open those out and give those a press. And this is what your block will look like when it's finished. The size will be the size of your original main square. If these have pulled out and distorted a bit, feel free to trim it down to size. There should be overlaps at these 4 points here, and the distance between this point from this block here and the raw edge should be 1/4 inch. So once this is sewn in, you will have lovely pointy points on your block. These are really cute blocks. They're fun to make, and you can make them in all types of sizes, and the process is exactly the same. I hope you've enjoyed this video on this diamond in a square block. I have other videos showing you how to make other common traditional quilt blocks.